Hello, I'm Oni. Welcome to Masks Halcyon Australia. The Gauntlet today is session 18 of this game. We are just starting into phase 3 of the arc, which is called the End Game. It's as terrifying as it sounds, and to
Thanks, Dennis.
let's go over whoever is present. So Flux, you're up.
I am Flux. I'm playing Minotaurus with the bull play.
I'm Noctis, and I'm playing Ryan Reads of the Legacy playbook.
I'm Alice. I'm playing Alice of the Janus playbook.
And absent today, unfortunately, is Janine playing Nigella as the outsider playbook. So, anybody wants to do a recap?
Don't do me just because I might get interrupted.
All right. Noctis.
I can try.
I mean,
Sorry, I'm not feeling so well right now.
I mean, if you're not feeling okay, I can do it. I mean, I have it written down, so stuff.
Well, what I remember from last time was Minotaurus got kidnapped with the bad guys using lightning, which is weird. And they went to somewhere in the middle of nowhere, and we didn't. Alice and Nigella found a building in the middle of nowhere because of magic stuff, while
it's
Minotaurus was captured.
Yep.
I was in that room with Jake and my hair and struggling to get my way out because I didn't want to be there, and we had to find Minotaurus, so that was the main goal. And I think I'm dead now or something like that. And Nigella crushed someone, almost killed him. And Marvel showed off the Reed's emotional side, because we're very emotional people.
Yes, surprisingly. You can tell by looking at Gramps. Right, so yeah, basically that happened. It really was Sunday. It still is a Sunday. It's like it's barely noon, and well, it's not noon. It's just happened noon, so it's afternoon. So yes, that's basically what happened, and that's what happened. So the institute, which is not Courage the Cardly Dog's home in the middle of nowhere. No, it's the Loggins Institute, which is a magic research facility studying the Halcyon ley line junction in the hinterlands, which is where Shadowmere, Valentine with both armors, one of them containing Alice, and Nigella, who was a mantis shrimp but is currently a doggo. Yes, a doggo, and is there. We have Marvel and Mistress Hex trying to figure out a way to get Ryan back, while Ryan is trapped inside Jacob Meher's room and being pulled into the portal, which is turned off. So he is basically getting slammed and pulled into the magical barrier. So that's only fun, and he passed out as the last session ended. So yeah, right now, and oh yeah, Reynolds woke up by being strapped to a Garni surgery table thingy. Is that what I wrote? Garni surgery table thingy? I think so.
If it has thingy, you wrote it.
Yes, good. Oh, I actually forgot to write it. Okay, all right. So yes, yeah. Reynolds wakes up in that room and finds that he is being IV dripped a strange glowing purple liquid, which is not horrifying in the slightest. Nope. So let's start with that. Reynolds, You are muzzled, you are bound, you are tied to the surgery gardening table, and you're being ivy dripped a strange glowing purple liquid with the circular light thingies that surgery tables have. I think those things on top of on your on your head face. What do you do?
Can I struggle?
Oh, sure, you could totally struggle. Come on, man. You like struggle, try to talk, do stuff. I guess.
Yeah, I'm struggling.
Good. You find that your body is being very sluggish. If you want to assess, you can do so, like trying to get a bearing of where you are if you want to, or you can continue struggling, I guess. Your body isn't responding correctly, like it's responding very slowly to your responses. What? Okay, that's
Damn it.
that's great. That's great. Oh, I should actually start the thingy. Okay, everyone gets another team. I mean, you only have 13 team. It's like casual. Nobody's near anyone. So, did you do the assess? Okay, okay. So you missed, which is great. You get to ask a question. Only one question. It can be from the assess list or one of your choice.
Wait, no, it's only assassin in battle, right?
What? What did you say? I kind of missed that.
I have this move. Yeah, let me have an extra question.
Wait. Let
But
me.
it's just before entering a fight, so it doesn't count.
No, it's not. No, sorry, it's not. Not. No. No, it's not. You're not entering a fight right now. I really doubt you are.
So this question,
Mm-hmm.
any takers?
Like you can choose from the list, or you can come up with a question of your own. But it's only one question, and you did roll a miss, so I get to do stuff. Get to do stuff.
So how do I get out of this place, this whole facility? I guess I'm
How,
assuming
how do I? What? How do I?
get out.
Okay. Well, that's a really vague question. So I'm going to give you like basically how do you get out of the stretcher, I guess. Yeah, that could be a valid thing. uh you suspect this lethargic feeling is originating from the strange glowing purple liquid. So as long as you're being IV dripped, that your body will remain sluggish. So you need to stop that somehow to get, you know, your full faculties back to yourself, I guess. Also, you get to mark a potential. Woo! Boy, this is great. Just casually win the potential arms race. Okay, so what do you do?
Well, can I at least kind of break out my straps?
Like I said, like as long as the thingy is, pumping into you, your responses are very sluggish. So, uh,
I should actually try to do this.
okay, what are you
I
trying to do?
tried to struggle. I tried to struggle out the straps. I shouldn't be asking the questions. I should be actually doing them.
Yes, exactly. So you're trying to struggle through the straps. Nothing worked. Like I said, you think the IV drip liquid is, you know, putting some sort of sedative effect on yourself, on your muscles. So it's not really working that well. The door opens. Enters Tyson. In case you remember, this gentleman fellow from the left side with a very nice goatee. Like, look at that goatee. It's so well manicured, pedicured. I don't know what do you call that.
I'm not sure I'm looking at it because I'm literally away from the PC. And also I think my head is strapped too well to the armrest.
Yes, it's strapped, but you can see it because you can move your eyes. They're not stuck or anything. Anyway, So
Come on, Reynolds, look at your father. Come on.
yes, or the person pretending to be your father. You don't know. Anyway, Tyson
Oh wait,
approaches.
is the guy is my father. Sorry, I'm not looking at the picture
You can't look at the picture.
because I'm just doing something else right now.
Ah, okay.
Just continue on. Just continue.
All right, okay.
He's got the computer monitor on his game.
I know he's looking at the game and he's completely ignoring the thingy. Well, okay.
The game.
No, I'm not playing the game. I'm actually doing something else.
He's playing
Like
something
what?
else on his phone and ignoring the computer. This is perfection. All right. Anyway, Tyson says, "How are you feeling, Kevin?" Very calmly, kind of cordially.
I'm cordially. He's just staring at me.
He's stared at you and asked you, "How are you feeling, Kevin?"
Gee, I don't know.
You can't talk because your
I think
mouth,
it's
mouth is
exuberated.
sealed. And he sees that. It's like, sorry, right, sorry about that. And he goes over to the side of the, which is actually behind your head, so you can't actually see what's happening, what's he doing. But you hear a slight sound. It's like maybe he pressed some button and your muzzle releases. You can now talk. Congratulations.
I don't know if I should actually swear against him, but I guess it'll carry the message across more.
Sure, sure. I mean, if you want to swear at the person who kidnapped you, like, by all means.
Screw it, I'm doing it.
Okay.
Gee, I don't know. Fucking exuberated.
Now, come on, don't be mad. We only want what's best for you. We're trying to help you.
Yes, by pumping me full of anesthesia or something similar.
Well, come on. I mean, have you looked at yourself in a mirror? You don't exactly look safe. So we're trying to.
And yet I'm still fitting in society as normal.
Well, do you really think you're fitting in? Don't you think? Don't you hear the whispers behind your back?
No, actually.
He's actually shifting your labels right now.
And I refuse it.
Okay, he is raising your freak and lowering your savior. Do you accept? If you don't accept, you can roll to reject. That's totally fine.
I mean, there's no. I mean, I'll roll to reject it, but there's no point because I'm already maxed out in both.
No, you can't. I can't change that. Your freak is at 2. Your savior is at -1.
Wait, really?
Yes,
Since when?
since
when?
last time it changed.
When?
I don't know when it was the last time it changed. Your danger is locked at 3. Your mundane is locked at 3, which makes no sense, but okay. Your freak is 2. Your savior is -1. Your superior is -2.
I have freak at 3 and save at -2. I may have forgotten to change it, or maybe there's some event I didn't notice. But I'll roll to reject it anyway.
Okay,
just
fine.
because.
Okay, yeah, I'm interested. Roll that.
What do I roll?
Just a flat 2d6 at the left bottom. Left bottom, below mundane. At the bottom. Well, okay. All right, sure. That'll also work. On a 7 to 9, choose one.
Wait, hold on. Where's this on the list?
It's on the basic moves on the second page under influence.
Okay then.
At the bottom, when you reject someone influence, roll. On a hit, you successfully hold to yourself, tune them out. So you do what you do. So here's the thing. Let's before you choose one, let's realize which one of us our information is wrong. Is it your or is it mine? Like one of us is wrong, obviously, but I don't know which one. I could be wrong, you could be wrong, I have no idea.
I mean, I'm just following you since you're the GM.
I mean, I don't know. Like, you might have changed it and I've forgotten. It's possible you might have changed it, but I don't remember. So, it's up to you, I guess.
Yeah, I just don't remember when Freak went down and Savior went up.
Could it be last session at the end? When you, like...
No, I got skipped out of that.
Oh yeah, yeah. You didn't get that. All right. So I mean, I guess you get to choose like which is final. I'm letting you choose. So, would you rather have currently? Would you rather have Freak 2 Savior -1 or Freak 3 Savior -2? It's up to you.
Freak 3, Savior -2.
All right. Totally. So that's what you're remaining at because you have successfully tuned them out. Good. On a 7 to 9, choose one. Clear a condition or mark potential by immediately acting to prove them wrong. Shift one label up and down, your choice, or cancel their influence and take +1 forward against them.
I'm not sure if the last one can be useful if you're allowing it. Because he might be just behind the meat shield and I have to get through that just to have like +1 against them.
Okay, so what do you want to do?
I guess I'll take the first one. Either
okay, what are you doing to
I'm
prove them
clearing a
wrong?
condition.
No. What are you acting to prove them wrong? How are you doing that?
I'm just gonna say, well, have you seen news? I'm basically the superhero. And you're basically just trying to take me away from that life. I even have a loving family, foster family.
Oh my god, that is totally working. It's not really acting you're saying, but that totally works. Oh my gosh, yes. So you want to clear a condition or mark potential?
Clearing condition.
Oh, clear a condition. Okay, what are you clearing?
In this situation, I'm probably just the final word. So, I'm clearing
What?
insecure.
Oh, clearing insecure. Yeah, I think you're definitely not insecure by reaffirming yourself. Yeah, that totally makes sense. I like it. I approve. It's great. It's awesome. All right. So, he like you can see him again because he comes next to you and he's like, Kevin, come on. You were the one who volunteered for this. And when everything went wrong, we tried to help you. We tried to cure you, but then that dumb superhero came blasting in our facilities and taking you away from us.
Well, if someone has amnesia, they're basically somebody new, somebody that. How do you say this?
Somebody new?
If they have amnesia, yeah, somebody new, somebody that's somebody completely different. Yeah, completely different.
Exactly, and that's why we're trying to cure you back to human form, so you can, so we can help you recover your memories.
Do I really want my memories back?
Don't you want to be the person you once were?
Not exactly.
Are you sure? You had friends, you had family, you had a big house, you had places to live in, you had fun, you were studious, um you were you were meritorious, you were driven, you were ambitious, and look at you, you're not right now. It's just sad. So he's
Darn.
definitely shifting your labels again. He is trying to increase your superior, reduce your freak.
That I actually want. I'm not sure if I'm actually accepting it roleplay wise.
Well, it's up to you.
I want it metagame wise, but I don't want it roleplay wise.
Well, if you don't want it, you get to roll to reject if you don't want it.
Currently just thinking.
You can
And
just.
also,
Alright,
I'm also just gonna use some metagaming knowledge right here.
what are you using?
I don't have the best biological mother, don't I? I'm just
Uh,
gonna use some metagaming knowledge and just gonna ask that I don't really have a good mother.
you're asking in character that you don't have
No,
the best mother?
I'm acting out of character, saying it out of character, saying it to you.
Oh, to me. I can't answer that because that would give you extra knowledge that I don't want to give you yet out of character.
I made her the B word in my origin story. How
Uh,
could I not use that as metagaming knowledge?
Wait, you did?
Yeah,
When?
we did it together in the character creation.
I actually forgot. Well, still, I mean, your character doesn't know it, so
Darn.
like, okay. So, do you want to reject that? Like, you can take it. He's telling you that you used to be a smart boy of ambition, and now you're not. You're a weirdo now, and but you could be better. That's what he's implying by trying to shift your superior up and
Ugh.
freak down.
Ugh. Both of those are really good. One hand, earning what a fun life of being a superhero, and the other one is just being studious and stuff.
And ambitious, like you were like he's saying you were very interested in this magic thing. That's why you volunteered.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man,
Ugh.
past you was not a good person. Well, not a person you want to be, is it?
No, I guess being smart is okay.
So are you accepting that?
I don't know. This is a hard choice for me.
Okay, let's think about what you would think while being strapped to that thing. Yes. Like
Basically, right now.
like
Basically, right now.
if
It's
you
literally the same thing.
if you want to reject it, that totally makes sense because they have captured you. That's totally a bad thing. But you can also take it, which would imply that you're trying to see it from their perspective as well. That's up to you.
I just choose to stay silent, I guess.
So
Just choose to stay silent. Yeah.
okay, you're accepting. All right. So that happens.
Yeah, I'm just gonna choose to stay silent
Okay,
because
that
I don't know what to.
yep, okay.
I'm
Okay.
accepting it, I guess. Accepting it.
All right. So he sees you being quiet and he's like, "See? Doesn't sound so bad now, does it?" Anyway, your mother and I are trying very hard to get you back to normal, so if you want anything else, I can like do you need something? A glass of water maybe?
Probably regain the feelings in my body.
Um that's a provoke. You're trying to convince him to do that.
Yeah, I'm. Well, it's a good thing I took that superior up.
Yes. That is, yes. I'm just checking if you have any role that can help you with that. I guess not. So you can assess.
I mean, I have something for you.
Yeah, but that's a fight though. Now, it's an obvious threat and shows of force. You're definitely not doing either of those. So,
Wait, no, I meant coming. My passive move coming for you.
oh, when you mark a condition, take +1 forward against the person you most blame for causing it. You just cleared a condition. You didn't mark a condition right now.
What about the?
I would say
About
since you were out for the time, that no longer applies to condition you gained before you were out. Like if you now take condition, you can apply coming for you.
No, I'm just gonna roll flat.
Yeah. Well, not flat. It's a provoke. Yeah. Okay.
Yeet.
Oh my gosh, you're doing it. All right. Okay. So on of 10 plus, they rise to the bait and do what you want. All right. So they're like, well, I suppose you seem okay. He's like, okay, yeah, that's probably, yep. And he's like, yeah, I don't, yeah, I have, like, your physiology is definitely different from a regular human. Oh gosh, that line. Anyway, your physiology is definitely different from a regular human, so we might not want to overdose you with it. There might be complications. So yeah, he goes and disables the thing and is like, okay, just hold on tight. Get, we'll get something. Do you want something to eat? I can get you a sandwich or something.
Yeah, I guess so.
Or wait, do you eat grass right now? I don't know.
Haha, I don't know.
Okay, yes. Well, I was actually asking. I'm not sure. You've never really ate after turning into. Okay, never mind. I'll just stop talking. And he just goes. You slowly start to regain feelings in your body while you wait. You can now move your face
No,
around and stuff. Your head is still locked in, but you can like turn it to the side and stuff. It's not really your head that locks in. It's more like your throat that's locked in. But your head is fine. You can shift it around, get stuff. You can start moving yourselves and stuff.
I'm just gonna, probably just gonna break the thing,
Okay.
holding me back.
Do
Just gonna,
oh, you want to break the thing?
I'm making the thing holding me back, but I'm not gonna do anything else. It's gonna just rebel slightly.
Okay. Like you can, like, you're realizing your powers are returning, and you can probably, definitely, maybe break the your break the
I
shackles.
don't. Will that be a good thing? Good idea? They
Well,
will
that's
probably just lose trust in me.
I don't know. It's up
I
to
don't know.
you. These people captured you. Do you want them to not like trust you? I mean, it's up to you, man.
I mean, they're in a situation where they want me to trust them.
They do.
So in the end, I guess I have complete control over what I actually want to do.
Or so you think. Oh man.
Oh yeah, I guess
All right. So while
my
your
mom seems
power
like a
is
B-word.
returning, why don't you think about it, and we'll go back to
I'm just
Ryan.
gonna assess the situation. Can I just at least assess the situation again?
Oh, yeah, sure. You now have better faculties, and I think you gained a superior also, right? I don't know. I'm just thinking, would you get something right now?
Yeah.
You know what? Let's take a +1 because, uh, you know, because I kind of want you to succeed on this partially. I guess I don't know. Oh my God! Never mind. You rolled 2 1s.
Oh my god.
This is
Oh my
the
god.
greatest. This is the greatest. Okay.
Hey, three potential.
Yeah, that's definitely a potential. Woo. You're still groggy from the sudden stoppage of the liquid, so your head is kind of spinning. So you're not gaining any more information right now. But yeah. So let's give it some time and we'll go to Ryan. Ryan, you hear a voice, a womanly voice calling to you. Ryan? Ryan, wake up. Wake up, Ryan. Ryan.
What? Huh?
Yes,
Yeah.
you hear a womanly voice
Yeah, no,
calling.
I heard you.
Okay, okay. So yeah, you open your eyes and you see your mother in front of you.
I hate you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. And she's the one calling you. Ryan, how long are you going to sleep? It's almost afternoon. Wake up. It's getting lunchtime. you have absolutely no doubt in your mind that this is your mother, even though that makes no sense. You know it makes no sense, but you have absolutely no doubt in your mind that you are facing your mother. What do you do?
Uh,
Do you-
nothing.
I would say you're going to hug her because you miss her.
True. There's that. Yeah.
Okay,
No, let's go with
okay.
that.
You just jump into her arms and hug her tightly, and she's like, "Whoa, okay, okay, calm down, calm down. Yes, yes, I missed you too. I missed you too. Come on, you were just sleeping. What's this all about?" I would say a few drops of tears come out of your eyes, but you
I have
probably
no
don't
idea what's
notice.
going on here.
But you probably don't notice that. So what do you do?
Uh, well, considering the situation, probably have a complete breakdown.
Okay, you start crying, and she's like trying to comfort you. She's like, "Oh no, no, my poor baby, what happened to you? Why are you crying? Oh no, stop crying, mommy's here." And she basically says the things that you heard her last say when you were a baby and stuff. And you get to clean two conditions.
Oh, cool.
I would say you're definitely no longer angry, but that's up to you.
Yeah. How about also afraid?
All right, sure, that's totally nice. And okay, you're crying. She's comforting you. Do you say something as you slowly, calm down a bit?
Uh.
This is your mother. You have no doubt in your mind that this is your mother. You do not have any doubt at all. You don't think anybody this is a dream. You don't think this is a hallucination. You think this is her. You know this is her. What do you do faced with that knowledge? Off topic.
Well,
I'm really sorry, but this is such a great moment. I'm really sorry.
well, if I don't think it's a dream,
Nope.
then obviously everything that happened before was a dream.
Okay, what do you say to her? What do you do? You can talk to her like it's your mother. Come on, you haven't seen her for 8 years.
I had the worst nightmare ever.
Oh, what's that?
Uh, you were dead, and a villain killed you.
Oh, sweetie, that wasn't a nightmare. I am dead,
Oh, god damn it!
and yet
I
you're
hate
not.
you so much.
And yet you're not afraid. Ryan hears the words that his mother says that she is dead. Laura says that she is dead. Laura Reed, but you are not afraid. What do you do?
Don't know how to process that information.
I know. What would you say? What would Ryan do? Like, I'm sorry. This is just such a great
Th-
scene. It's just so good.
Uh,
You can ask her anything at all. Like, you can ask her the fact that what the hell do you mean, or whatever you want. Like, it's your mother. Come on, you can ask her anything.
so okay, so if you're dead and I'm here, then I'm dead.
No, do you want to be dead?
Well, I mean, recently, no.
Well, then you're not dead. Why would you think you're dead? No, that makes no sense. You have such a long life ahead of you. You're going to be a hero, aren't you? You're going to be better than your father. You're going to be your own hero, and you can be whoever you want to be. Isn't that what you always wanted?
Yeah.
She is shifting your savior up and your mundane down. Do you accept?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not gonna argue with my mom.
I know. It's so great, isn't it? Okay, so
I'll argue with my dad, but not my mom.
Yep.
My mom is always right.
Yep. It's that TV trope. My mother is always right.
And Alice is always right as well.
Okay, yes. Okay, so what do you do now? What do you say to her?
Where am I then? What's going on?
Well, it's
What happened?
well, what do you last remember?
Being crushed through a portal.
Oh, yes, yes. This is well, it's likely you're experiencing a magical backlash of some sort.
Magic. Great. That's fun.
Well, I mean, your power is magic. What else did you expect? So, how's Lillian? Or whatever
Oh.
names he used, Little Lil or whatever, I don't know, Lily, my little Lily, I don't know.
Oh, she's fine, I think. I don't know, we're talking more.
Talking more? Did, did, did you got into a fight with your sister again? I told you, she's younger than you. She looks up to you, even though she might not mean it at the time, but she looks up to you, and you have to be there for her.
I know, I'm trying.
What about Raymond? Is he still letting his father push you off buildings?
Yeah, but I can fly now.
Oh, I know you can fly. You're doing really well. Except maybe don't fly without your costumes. At least not in visual range of cameras.
That was one time. It won't happen again.
Oh, I know it won't. So, what are you doing now?
This is the weirdest thing ever, honestly.
I know. I love it. So great.
Well, I mean, before coming here, I was looking for a friend of mine. He was kidnapped.
Oh no. Is he? Oh no. Do you know who kidnapped him?
Some people, Harbinger Collective. That's really all we know.
Weird. So you're trying to save him. Well, that's what heroes do. Is Raymond there with you? I think he's with you, isn't he?
He was on his way to help us.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So so you met Jacob Meher. I remember him. Not my best memory.
Yeah, I can't imagine it is.
Well, I mean, I never really met Jacob, more like Black Skull. So I don't know. I mean, what kind of a man is he?
He seems he doesn't seem like a willing participant in what's going on.
He didn't seem like it at the time either. It I could have I could have yeah, I felt him trying to not hurt me or anyone, but he couldn't. Somehow your powers are connected. I don't know how, but they are. Did he tell you why? How or how?
No, we haven't really had a long conversation.
Why is that?
Well, I'm kind of busy most of the time, and after learning who he is, I honestly really hate his guts.
Understandable, but so what do you want to do to him? Do you want to hurt him? Put him in prison? Kill him? Is that what you want, Ryan?
Kind of, yes.
You want to kill him? Aw, didn't I teach you better than that, to be a better person than that? If you say he's an unwilling participant, then wouldn't you try to help him? Cure him, maybe?
Yeah, that's the conflicting thing right now.
Well, I mean, I'm not there with you, so I guess you'll have to make the choice when it befalls you. Oh, one more thing, Ryan. Wake up. And at this, you basically wake up. You're lying on the rock at, in the hinterlands. In the sky above you, you see streaks of light. Well, it's just one streak. And there's also someone next to you who is shooting some sort of glowy blasts into the sky. And this streak and these glowy blasts are both trying to hit some dot that's rapidly moving around. Your eyes are kind of blurry as you and your ears are you can't actually hear clearly, but as you know re- re- recover your senses, you see that the streak in the sky is Marvel. The person shooting up blasts next to you is Mistress Hex, using some sort of magical incantation. And the dodge and the dot thing that's dodging is actually the flying form of Jacob Meher.
Oh god damn it.
You're lying on the ground next to Mistress Hex. What do you do?
What happened?
Okay, you tried to say what happened, but what basically comes out is.
Great.
Basically, your mouth is extremely it's like full of, it's extremely dry, and it's like barely any voice coming out. So Mistress Hex kind of looks at you and is like, "Oh, finally you're up. We've been trying to wake you. Whoa!" And she just shoots another blast. And at this, you basically see Jacob Meher transform before your eyes
No.
and turns into a person you have only seen in your nightmares. Where the hell is that? God damn it! Where are you? Okay, there you go. Let me actually make this available to everyone so everyone can see the awesomeness. Ooh. He's totally a nice guy, totally. Yes, Black Skull goes like zips to your father, grabs Marvel, and just throws him on the ground, and he basically lands with the force of a meteorite. Yeah, and Black Skull sees you now and flies towards you at probably breaking the sound barrier. And as he's about to basically rocket into you, a portal opens in front of you and he just goes in and the portal slams shut. Basically the Doctor Strange maneuver. Yeah. Okay, so yes, he did break the sound barrier before going through a Yeah, do some math. Come on, man. Do it. Do it. I mean, he is in the sky, and he's like, I don't know, a kilometer up? It's pretty high up. The sound barrier is 750 kilometers, no, 1200 kilometers per hour. So it's gonna take like 3 seconds to cross a kilometer. So yeah, it's definitely possible. Yeah, like 1200 kilometers per hour. So if he's like well, I mean, it changes. It changes quite rapidly depending on temperature, humidity, and stuff. Yep, and altitude. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is, and Hex is next to you, and he's like, oh, oh man, oh, finally, finally, he comes within range. Damn it! Hey, are you all right, kid? She asks.
No,
She's just like panting.
not at all. No.
You were out cold. Wow. Wow, you were out cold for the past 5 minutes since we got you out of that portal. Come on, let's see if Marble is all right. And she just runs forward to the smoking crater. Smoking crater. Do you follow?
All right, can I get up?
Yeah, sure. You can get up now.
Okay.
Like you were like, yes, you can definitely get up. You're surprisingly enough, you're not um quite as in pain as you expect yourself to be after that. So yeah, you're not actually feeling quite as bad. So all right. So what do? You go to the crater to see what Marvel's doing.
Yeah, rush over to him.
Yep, he's at the bottom of a like, it's not a big crater. It's like 2 feet deep, so it's not like that deep. It's less than a meter deep. But yeah, and you do see him slightly moving, kind of groaning a little, kind of in pain. Hex says, "Oh wow, okay, he's fine, Hold on, I'll prepare a healing spell. Why don't you get him out?"
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll try to pick him up.
Alright, sure. As you touch your father, basically, it feels like you're electrocuted. Both of you. And it only lasts for like half a second, but you're basically both are thrown away from each other. So you end up on the surface, kind of bouncing back, and he's like slams back into the ground. And Hex is like,
Okay.
what just happened? What did you do?
No clue what just happened.
Okay, hold on a second. Just stand still, both of you. And Marvel finally says from the bottom, "No problem. Not like I'm going anywhere." Okay, and she kind of like stretches out her arms, and basically, remember that scene when Minotaurus back at Hex's place was glowing slightly? That kind of happens on both of you. Okay. It actually doesn't hurt at all, and she's like, huh. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Alright. Marvel. You're no longer Marvel. You have no powers.
God damn it.
Prodigy. You're the new Marvel. Congratulations. Now,
Great.
yeah, that thing that just happens, I think that was basically the remnants of his power transforming into yours. So I'm pretty sure if you try to take him out again, he's gonna be fine. So just bring him out, and he's now a civilian. So I guess I'll help him. He's not going to. He's not. He's not invincible anymore. So be careful. All right, and because of this, I'm also going to say at this point, when the power entered you, you are no longer insecure in your abilities. So congratulations, you have lost 3 conditions. You only have 2 conditions now. Yay, you're guilty and hopeless. All right, so basically you drag him out of the thing, of the crater, and Mistress Hex starts healing you. And we're gonna leave this scene and go back to the Logins Institute. So sorry, it kind of went a bit long. So let's go back here. All right, so I'm temporarily controlling Nigella. Yes, and Alice is kind of in charge, and well, not in charge, but and yeah, Dr. Kendra Irving, who is the lead researcher at the alchemy lab you kind of all crashed into and almost squashed one of our colleagues, Philip.
That wasn't me. That was the giant shrimp.
that was a tiny shrimp, which was extremely heavy. As heavy as a hippo heavy shrimp. Oh my god. Well, yes, but see, here's the thing. You're invincible, but he has the same power, so it's immovable object meeting unstoppable force. It would have been
if
interesting,
sorry.
to say the least. Anyway, so thankfully we don't need to answer that
Dan
paradox.
just lost his powers. Did Lillian get the powers?
No, Ryan got it. They
No,
touched
but
it.
what happened? What about Lillian? Is it possible that Lillian got powers at the same time?
We don't know.
We don't know until we go see Lillian. Well, I mean, I know,
it's
but
just curious.
I know, but
All right, so we're at the Logins Institute,
Yep.
and they're gonna
Alright,
take me down so we can check out.
yeah. So Dr. Kendra Irving. Let me open the picture for everyone to see. I guess. Where are you, Dr. Kendra Irving? I put you
Just
on.
say Black Skull up.
He's no longer here. He's fine. Okay, so that's Kendra Irving, and Dr. Kendra Irving is taking you to the security officer at the Logins Institute.
Okay.
Alright, so she takes you down the elevator, all 3 of you. Oh, by the way, you said something about the armor thing?
Yeah, my other armor was with Ryan.
Yep.
So if they were still battling, it would have been able to help.
Yep.
needed.
I actually forgot to mention that. Your other armor is still there, totally there,
Okay.
absolutely there, just not in one piece. But it's still there. It's still there. All the parts are there. All of it. You can totally repair it. Like, it won't even take you a whole day. You could probably repair it in like 3 or 4 hours.
Well, at least tell me that it helped take a hit from someone, and maybe I got influence back on Daddy Marvel or something.
You might have. You might have. Oh. Anyway. All right. Okay, so as the elevator door opens, you meet this curious individual. Let me throw this up there. That is the correct.
He is Groot.
That is the correct response. That is, in fact, the correct
Ew.
response. He's not floating. He's on the ground. He's kind of short. He's like a hobbit height. He's not too short. He's like 4.5 feet, something like that. So yeah, he's like, how much is that? 1.5 meters? Yeah, like that. He's shorter than everyone. Everyone except not the dog. All right. So yeah, and Dr. Irving introduces you. Okay, this is Jerry D. Morgan, our security officer. Jerry, I'm sure you've already seen the footage of these so-called superheroes crashing through our roof. So I'm going to go up there and get Philip some treatment. See if one of the healers can fix his spine or something. Um, if you want me to, I can call the cops and Aegis if you want me to. And Jerry's like, that won't be necessary. Let's see what they have to say for themselves, and before we call the authorities. And Dr. Irving says, all right, and then goes back into the lift and goes up. Elevator, whatever. What do you do?
Well, it's good to meet you, Mr. De Morgan. We're obviously concerned about our friend. Told that you would help. You would show us the secure facilities, which would help reassure us that he's not here, because we have a reason to believe that he might be.
Yes, and at this point, Shadowmere also says we tracked the lightning strikes, and they were taken by a lightning strike. So we assumed that since it was in your direction, and we had reason to believe that he was transported here. But honestly, now I'm not so sure. So if nothing else, can you at least help us try to locate him?
Yes, if you could allay our fears, we would appreciate it.
Okay, at this point,
Never
you would
mind the
actually you for the first time notice that Nigella the dog is kind of like not feeling that well, kind of Scooby Doo cowering in the ground, covering her face and cowering like Scooby Doo from the show. I'm not sure if anyone
Okay.
remembers.
And I'll lean down and whisper to her. I was like, if you're not comfortable with this, and I know you're shaken up, why don't you go check on
I'm
see
not
if Ryan's
comfortable.
back?
There's so much earth magic. It feels so wrong and so different, and that drowning feeling is coming back to me.
Okay, why don't you go back and check on the progress of getting marble? I mean, no offense, but if you're this shaken up, you're actually more of a liability than an asset.
Okay. I'll 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 try to help him. Um, and I guess you give her the coordinates, and well, she knows where she is. So there's a window
Yeah.
next to it, and she turns into a bird and flies out. And Jerry sees it and goes like, "What happened to your friend there?"
She was feeling a little bit of claustrophobia.
Okay. All right. So how may I convince you that we are not this kind of kidnapper that you think we are?
Well, we need to go through your secure areas. Obviously, if we're not going through your files or anything like that, or logging in your computers to look for trade secrets. We're looking for our friend, who's a very large person. So if you could show us the probably more basementy areas, secure
Basement. All
areas,
right.
so we could.
Well, we have the ley line monitoring facility. The ley line monitoring lab is in the basement. I guess you can take that, which is our lowest facility. I mean, there's a sub basement below it for the sewage and ventilation, but you can also take that if you want to, I guess.
Okay, we appreciate. Do you? Well, not to be mean, do you have layout blueprints of the building so we can, no offense, be reassured that we're being shown the entire building and that there's nothing
Well, not with
that's
me,
being kept from us?
but if you follow me, I'll take you to the security observation room, and you can see the layout of the building. You can also check our security monitors to ensure that
Okay.
your friend wasn't brought here by lightning, you say? How does that work?
Magical type stuff. So
bizarre. I mean, magic made me, but I
Well-
still don't understand how half of it works.
Yeah. Well, we're still. I mean, you're on a ley line, so.
Yes.
So yeah, I mean, you're on a ley line, studying a ley line. It's a concern here.
uh, uh, he's not an earthbender, but like he's not an earthbender. But yes, he is walking. He takes you to the security room and start going through the security um, cameras, footages, shows you. I guess you tell him the past hour or whatever. I guess.
Yeah, if we could actually. Well, I should have, in reviewing my tape, I should be able to tell the exact time of the lightning strike,
All right.
and that would give us a time to look for.
Okay. You do notice that, like not instantaneously, but almost instantaneously at that same lightning strike, one lightning did strike the roof of this building on the lightning rod.
Okay. And
It's not
to
the
me,
exact same time. It's like 1 or 2 second difference, but yeah.
and by the same token, there's a good chance I'm thinking the lightning may be used as an antenna to land whoever's being transported.
Sure. So what do you want to do?
Shadowmere
Shadowmere is kind of letting you take the lead in this situation because you're in a security room and you have the technical know-how. She is going through the satellite. She is going through the camera footage herself, but she knows you're analyzing it better than she could, so she's letting you do this one.
Can I use the computers of the satellite footage to start to try to skim around that time and see if there was any activity in any specific area or room of the building?
You can, that's definitely a provoke. So why don't you provoke to do that?
So superior.
Totally superiority. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, you hit. Alright. Okay, so on a 7 to 9, they can instead choose 1. They stumble, you take +1 forward against them. They err, you gain a critical opportunity. They overreact, you gain influence over them. Okay, they get to choose. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna say they stumble a bit, so he's kind of hesitates, but he's like, okay, you can do it, but keep in mind, like, some of our research is top secret, so I'll be monitoring what you're seeing, if that's all right.
I understand, and bear in mind, I'm more of a technophile type person, so honestly, this magic stuff is not my forte. So
okay, so you check through the footages.
Yep.
This sounds like a custom move. This seems like a custom move. You take +1 forward. Okay, you have a +1 forward against them. I'm actually gonna write that down.
Okay, I need to pause real quick.
All right, sure.
Sorry. Okay. Task Officer Billing speaking. How can I help you?
We can hear you.
Billing?
All right, so that's happening.
Sorry, I am back.
All right, cool. All right, so okay. So you are going through the footage. You see through the different rooms in the facility. You don't actually come across anything out of the ordinary other than scientists working.
Okay.
on the camera footage. If you want to do something else, that's up to you. You have the computer right now.
All right. Is there a way we can look at the power spikes and
Are you asking like Jerry, or are you like asking like out of character, like like thinking to yourself?
well, I mean, first of all, he gave me the computer, so the
Mhm.
computer's logged in at this point.
Yeah, totally.
Well, you know what? I'll say. I mean, look, if my theory is possible, there was a good chance that we're going to see some power spikes occurring at this time. Is it okay if I check that? Also, is it okay if could we bring up the security keycard entrance, see what rooms were being gone through within a minute or two of this occurring?
Well, you can see the rooms right there. As for the power usages, I'm not sure how it might be helpful to you, because the lightning the lightning rods are connected outside the building, so they won't actually show up in the power spike.
Possibly. Now, I'm sorry. Back to the doorway thing. I imagine you have computer recorded doorway entries and exits. So if we had a bunch
not in all our labs. Some of our labs have, it's a magical institute. It doesn't really make sense to spend money on, technology when you can put a door seal.
Possibly, but then again, if the people involved that wasn't their forte at magic, they would still need a means to go in and out.
Okay,
Ooh.
Ooh.
Actually, I've got a question.
Okay.
Did I get to see? I can't remember. Did I get a look? I got to see the people around Kevin Minotauris Reynolds before he teleported away, didn't I?
You did you succeed that? No, I don't. Okay, no, none of you rolled
Nope.
for that unleash. No, you saw that there were people next to him, 2 people, but you couldn't tell like what they look like.
Can I zoom into the camera view and look like?
Well, I mean, it's like you have to NCIS enhance. Do you have a program for that? You probably do, right?
I do.
Okay, so that's still gonna be an unleash right now. So, damn it. It's definitely your suit's power, so
I know. I just suck at unleash.
Oh my gosh! Well, unfortunately, you don't know if it's due to the interference of the clouds or the rain or the electrical discharges in the air. You can't really. It's getting too pixelated. You can't enhance. Like you can't.
Probably there was too many range between me and them, and
Yeah, and probably the immediately following lightning strike at close proximity may have retroactively damaged some of the video footage somehow. It's possible.
Okay, and tell you what, while we're doing this, I will ask my AI to start to search the park's camera system to see whether or not we can get a picture of what these 2 people looked like who kidnapped Reynolds. But the next thing we want to do is we want to look at the doorway. We want to see if they have any doorway.
Okay, yeah, they have
codes and stuff.
Well, I mean, you saw the footage of rooms, and you didn't really I guess 10 minutes before, 10 minutes after, whatever. You didn't actually see much difference in the activity in the rooms. Like some people are going out to lunch and returning from lunch, but it's it's 12 o'clock, so that's acceptable.
Okay, and let me also ask De Morgan. Let me throw some names by you, and could you tell me if any of these names sound familiar or anything?
Okay.
Because remembering the response of the Cyclops when they heard their actual names, on the off chance that De Morgan is one of the kidnapped kids,
okay,
it might turn him unconscious or whatever, which would indicate that this is definitely involved. Totally. So I'll tell him the names. Yeah.
Okay, what names are you telling him?
Oh, well, actually, I think we found Kelly Hunter, but Sonny Stavros, Benji, Gunther, all those names of those kids that we're aware of are missing.
The names of the kids. Okay, he's like,
Yeah.
aren't those kids that have been missing, going around missing in Halcyon?
Yes, and we believe that they've been kidnapped by the Harbinger Collective.
The who?
Um,
I'm going to allow you to pierce his mask right now.
Okay, I have got to change out headphones if I lose you for.
Okay, if you have any moves that help you, this might be a good time to do that.
Okay. If I have any, what that helps me?
This is Pierce.
Okay. God damn it! My phone's going off again.
It's okay.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna pause real quick.
Yeah, sure, totally. Well, okay. While that's happening, let's actually go back to Reynolds. Reynolds, my man, what are you doing?
Probably nothing.
You now have full control of your faculties, your powers, your feelings, your strength. It's been like 5 or 10 minutes. You have control back. What do you do? Are you going to wait for them to come, or are you going to get out?
Probably wait.
You're gonna wait? Wow. All right,
Yes.
sure.
Don't wait, you silly goose.
Wait, what? What did you just say?
Get out while you can, you goof. It's up to you.
Okay. I'm going to let you assess the situation. Well, no, this is not even a roll. You get to ask me any question from this list, or like any question from the assess list without rolling. You don't have to roll for it, or any question of your choice. This is basically you coming to your senses and looking around, and it's like an automatic assess. So you have one question. It can be from this list.
Are there any cameras around me?
Yes, there appears to be a camera. Yes, there appears to be. Well, let me give you a description of the room. It's like not too big. It's like a circular room with a door at one side. Your table is at the center, and there are 3 cameras, 2 of them facing towards you and 1 facing towards the door. So yeah, so it's like a circular room, 2 cameras. Yep, and that. Yep, I just said that.
Interesting.
What do you do?
No, just still wait.
Okay, you totally wait.
Or I guess I'll just kind of rebel slightly, just kind of break the thing holding my neck.
Oh, okay, sure. You do that. Let me check your powers real quick. You're strong and tough. Okay, yep. It snaps. You don't need to have to roll for it. It just snaps.
But I'm not taking off the things on
No.
on my arm.
You basically shift your throat a bit, and it snaps because you're strong and tough, and you can do that.
Oh, so I'll just kind of chalk it up to accidentally doing it.
Yeah, sure. You can do that to your other shackles if you want to, like your hands, your legs. You can do that totally.
Yeah, but I guess just not the ones holding my hand back, to show that I'm just slightly rebelling, but not. I'm willing to trust them.
Okay, so you take out the things holding your legs.
Yep, just kind of sit upright, I guess, at least.
Okay, you're sitting. You in order to if you sit upright, you will automatically snap the things holding your arms down. By the way.
Screw it, I'm doing it.
Okay, sure. You sit upright, and all the shackles that are holding you kind of snaps because you're strong.
Get wrecked.
Oh,
Get
yeah,
wrecked, everyone.
totally. Okay. What do you do?
I don't just sit there, I guess.
You're pretty sure. You can't tell, but you're pretty sure you have this feeling that there's an alarm going off.
I don't know. I'll just stay, I guess.
Okay. You can see you can check the screen that was, above your head when you were lying down. You can see what's on it if you like.
Yeah, I'll do that.
So now you turn the screen around. You're still sitting on the stretcher, but you can see the screen also. It's basically monitoring your your vitals. It does list you as it lists your name, Kevin Blackthorn. It also lists your project name, which is project. You get to pick a random combination of letters and strings and numbers. That's up to you.
Too late. Can you do it? I'm too lazy.
Okay, Noctis, you do it. Because I'm also lazy.
Random numbers and letters.
Yep. Whatever comes to your mind, just randomly do it. Yep, totally. That is definitely your project name. Yes. Project T9Q36MT0. Alright. As you see this, you get vivid flashes of memory. It's the same thing, the same electrocution thing that from your school day battle. But this time it's not terrifying. In fact, it's kind of like you're seeing it kind of like an out of body experience, and you're kind of like going backwards, like the camera is rolling back, and you see rolling back, rolling back, rolling back. You see yourself like on this similar gurney, not exactly this one. You can't tell if it's this one. And you're being electrocuted, but it's not like it's not like from an electric source. It's more like some sort of magical electricity, because you see these runes around you that are glowing, that are supplying the electricity onto you. And behind the runes, you see like there's a window, and in the light of the electrocution you see Tyson and Fiona standing on the other side of the window. There's nobody in the room where you're being electrocuted, by the way. This is a flashback, and it goes back even backwards, and it's like you're much younger. You're in this really large mansion, like really large. It's like Bruce Wayne level large mansion, and you're brushing your teeth, and you see yourself, and you can see your face. It looks normal, and that is when you kind of shudder back to reality. This name of the project triggered that memory of yours. What do you do?
Try to remember some more.
Okay, okay, trying to remember some more sounds like a superior role, so why don't you do that? What could possibly go wrong when you're rolling for a negative? Oh my god, he did it. The actual madman. Okay, you gain some more information. Like you see your you see a butler, you see some servants from your childhood, from the in the giant mansion. You don't ever none of your memories of your human form show your father or your mother. And that should be concerning. I'm not forcing you to take a condition, but you're no longer certain if these people claiming to be your mother and father are actually your mother and father. What do you do now, faced with this new information? Do you still stay, or do you try to escape, or I mean, whatever? There's a computer in front of you. You can try to connect to the
I
internet.
don't know. That's like I'm probably just fighting me. There's a whole facility against one person, and I'm not sure if I can take it on. I'll just abide by the rules for now.
All right, sure, sure. I'm actually thinking what sort of horribleness is going to happen to you. So before we do that, let's go back. Alis, are you here? I guess not. All right. Okay. So let's go to Ryan in the hinterlands.
I
Alright.
am, but no biggie.
Oh, okay. Oh, you were here.
It takes me a second to get to the mute button. So.
Okay. Well, I guess since you're here, I guess we'll do that in case you get distracted again. I mean, sorry, disturbed again, not distracted. Flux
I'm
is the one.
sorry.
Flux
Yeah.
is the one who gets distracted. You get disturbed. That's a totally different thing.
Yeah, and Flux is disturbing. But
And distracting. I'm sorry, Flux.
yeah.
I mean, come on. You're just such a good target for all these bad jokes. You're a good target. I mean, you're a cow. I'm so sorry. All right. Okay. What did you do again? I forgot. What's the last thing you did?
Oh yeah. Was that going to be a provoke roll? I think, or something.
Oh,
you
yeah,
said
yeah,
I
yeah,
really
yeah.
want to make this, or pierce the mask.
Yeah, it's a pierce roll. Yeah,
You
it's a
said
pierce
pierce the
roll.
mask.
Yeah, it's a pierce roll.
Okay. For what it's worth, remember a while ago I said we were installing voice stress analyzers inside my equipment, which would help indicate if someone was lying. So I'm wondering if that might give me a bonus to the pierce the mask.
Absolutely. And remember, you have a +1 against this guy.
Okay. So we might have a +2 in addition to our mundane roll anyway.
Yep. It's really hard for you not to do that. So congratulations. You have spent the +1 against Jerry. All right. So you no longer have a +1 against him. You get to you have pierced him. Pick 3 from this list. Oh, this is.
If one of them is where the hell is Reynolds, I would like to pick that one.
No, it has to be from the Pierce the Mask list. You can get to ask extra question on assess, but Pierce is from this list.
Okay. How could I get your character to take me to Reynolds?
Ooh. Okay. What are the other questions you're asking?
What are you really planning?
Okay.
And what do you intend to do?
Okay. Oh my God, these are so freaking good. So good. Okay. Let's answer one by one. What do you intend to do? You're analyzing this from his his facial tics, his voice, his
his
how he handles
inflection.
himself, his speeches, like that, right? And he's fidgeting if he's fidgeting. Okay, what do you intend to do? He intends to make you leave this facility, both of you.
He's trying to get rid of us.
Convinced that there is nothing going on here. He's trying to get rid of you. He's not trying to hurt you, but he's trying to get rid of you from this facility without having any doubt that there is anything bad going on here. What are you really planning?
He wants us.
Okay.
Yeah.
What
Okay.
he's really planning is to follow the orders of his boss and the people he works for. You don't know who they are. And how could I get your character to take me to Reynolds? I would say this is a very specifically loaded question, so you should change this very slightly. It's a very loaded question. You're assuming he already has Reynolds, or he knows where he is, or he can get you to him. So it's kind of a loaded question. So just change it slightly to make it a little more generic, and it's fine. Or you can choose another question if you want.
Well, how can I get him to take my character to the area that is most likely to contain Reynolds?
Okay. So basically, how could you take him? So basically, in another way of saying, which would be more generic, how could I get your character to take me to your really secret facilities, which you're not showing me?
Yes.
All right. Get captured.
Say that.
Get captured. Reveal yourself to have no actual powers, and you're a human with no actual powers, and get captured. Because that is the connection between all the 4 people that have been captured so far. They have no powers. You have definitely pierced Jerry's mask.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Okay.
You're definitely certain that this guy is not who he claims to be, and he's probably you're very certain he's probably part of the group that captured Reynolds. Now, if this group is Harbinger Collective, you don't know. It could be it could be another faction. That's up to you. But it's not up to you. But
I tell him
Mhm.
I'm sorry to do this to you.
Mhm.
Do you have a restroom I can use?
Sure. Shadowmere kind of looks at you, gives you a look, do you really right now? Do you
I left in a hurry.
Do you somehow want to tell her that what you're really planning?
Oh yeah, as soon as I start to walk away, the armor's going to completely muffle the voice. She still has a communicator.
Oh yeah. I think you gave her one, right? When you were all heading to the even if you didn't, I'm gonna say it makes sense that you gave her one. All right.
So
okay, so he tells you to go that way, turn a corner, and you'll see the restroom. And he also asks Shadowmere if you want to go, and Shadowmere is like, no, I'll wait. I'm still going through the footage. If you don't mind, I'd like to ask you a few questions, and she starts asking him a few questions as you walk away.
Okay, yeah, this is such a horrible idea. But once there, we'll split with the armor, and then I'll pilot the armor back to them.
Okay, so you are...
Once I'm in the bathroom.
You're in the bathroom. You do see there are a few cameras. You can't see them, but you can electronically trace that there are a few. Well, yeah, there's one camera here.
Okay, I'll...
It's not on.
Okay. Otherwise, that would be creepy.
That would be creepy. But it's not on. It's not on.
Okay, so like, this is so dumb.
Yeah, it's totally.
I'm
It's totally dumb.
separating from my arm,
It's
and I'll
not like
remotely pilot the armor back.
it's not like no teenager has ever done dumb thing before, right?
That's true. This is like Harry Potter type material.
All right, so send the armor back. Sure. While you're doing, do you say something to Shadowmere?
Yeah, I tell her that I'm splitting away from the armor. I think this guy knows more than he's talking about. He really doesn't plan on taking us to him. And I think the only way to get in there is to sneak around. So I'm planning on doing it on foot.
Okay, and she can't really respond to you, but a little while later you get a text on your phone, saying that okay, okay, let me know what you're planning. I can't speak right now, but let me know what you're planning.
And I'll text her back. I'm going to try to sneak around on foot.
You can just speak. I mean, she can hear. She just can't speak right now because
Oh,
she's
yeah.
speaking.
I'm going to try to sneak around on foot. And for what it's worth, I actually have straight up creeping is one of my things. Plus,
wait
I'm
a
also
second. She doesn't actually have her phone registered. No, she got it registered. Never mind. Yeah, she got it. Never mind. Yeah. Okay, yeah. You have straight up creeping. Yeah, totally. How does that go? Let's see.
Well, straight up creeping allows me to scope out people or places using mundane. It's one of the beacon moves, which I already have.
Totally.
And also, I've also got, for what it's worth, I've got mild mannered, which also helps me sneak past things as a civilian identity.
Okay, so
while I'm in the bathroom,
let's figure out what you're doing. Like, you're in the bathroom, you send out the armor. Like, it's not your civilian identity, but you can use the armor to activate straight up creeping if you want.
Oh, okay.
Like,
all right.
know, I mean, you can see it in your eyes.
Let's do this. Let's ask him, okay, what's the direction to the most secure facility? And I'm going to watch his eyes where that question, because human nature, even if you don't want people to know something, where's the gold hidden? Yep. They'll look in that direction.
Okay, yep, totally. Roll plus mundane. Oh man, this is good.
Is my bonus gone on him? I take it.
Yeah, the bonus is gone.
Okay.
Oh well, you didn't need the bonus. Never mind. Okay, straight up creepin'. On a 10 plus, ask 2 from the list. The straight up creepin' list.
What can I say? I'm creepy.
Alright.
Let's see. So, who or what here is not what they seem.
Okay.
In other words, what here is what, not what they seem, is what I want.
Okay, sure.
And what is my best way in other words, to find Reynolds?
All right, sure. You know what? Since you got a 12 plus, I'm going to also answer what happened here recently. Like, that's a bonus. You're getting that.
Okay. Yeah. Well, thank you.
Yeah, because things are definitely getting ready to do stuff. All right. So, who or what here is not what they seem? Okay. He isn't. Jerry is definitely not what they seem. Jerry does not appear to work for, like, Jerry does not appear to have the best interest of the Loggins Institute in mind. He's working for some other people with a different agenda than just peacefully analyzing the ley lines, which is the Loggins Institute, what it does. Okay. All right. What is your best way in or out? Okay. All right. That's interesting. What happened here recently? From what you gather, and this is, I'm thinking you probably, like, I'm gonna probably say you have some sort of remote access to the security computer because you were looking at it and it was logged in already. So maybe you're using your suit computer to somehow remotely access it. Is that okay?
Okay.
Is that
Yeah,
under
yeah.
your suit's purview?
Sure. My suit has Wi-Fi.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, totally. Okay, so you can tell that there, and you remember that he didn't want you looking at the power surge profile, right? So the first thing you do remotely is look at the power surge profile. And curiously enough, he was both right and wrong in that there is like when the lightning in question struck the roof, it did not in fact enter the building. It did go outside. But what it did go outside, it went into another second facility nearby, an underground facility, which is also taking power from this building. And that's where this lightning surge went. So you have a very good feeling that that is where, if Reynolds is here, that is where he would be kept, which is not inside this building. So the third question is, what's your best way in or out? You have to leave this building and try to find a way inside, either from the outside or maybe there's some underground facility connecting it through the basement or sub-basement.
Okay.
Because he did mention there's a sub-basement sewage and ventilation place, and maybe both the facilities are connected. There's a very high chance they're connected.
Okay. Makes sense.
So that's the sub-basement you're probably thinking of going to.
I will send that information to Shadowmere. I haven't thought plan through. I mean, I don't know. They try to sneak around this entire place, a snail out of their shell. But let's get this guy to show us the route down to the lowest places that we can, and then that way we can get an idea what type of security and thing that's involved. And then maybe from that I can formulate a plan how to get down there, either with or without my armor.
Alright, so at this point the armor has returned to Shadowmere. Shadowmere also has your plan, and you're now speaking through the armor, and Shadowmere also tells him, okay, then we'd like to see your basement where the leyline monitoring facility is, and maybe also your sub-basement where the janitorial facility is. And Jerry's like, okay, right this way. And he takes the armor and Shadowmere to the elevator, enters the elevator, and, goes down. Alice, what do you do? While that's happening, let's I'll let Alice plan this out for a bit, try to figure out. She's right now behind enemy lines, well, not, without her armor, outside her armor, in the bathroom.
Be nice to have a second.
Yeah,
but
it totally would. So let's see what happened to that second set of armor. Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah, your father has been treated. He's feeling okay now. He's still can't believe he has lost his powers and Black Skull is out. He asks Hex, where did you send him? And Hex is like, well, I mean, I opened the portal to wherever he came from. I send him back to wherever he came from. I have no idea where it is, but I send him back to that place. Do you know where you were? He asks you. Right. She asks.
No.
Like, you can ask her what happened, like, how are you still alive or something like that if you want.
I have no idea where he is, honestly.
Well, I mean, I was tracing your magic and managed to trace you, and I don't think, like, as long as he was not, the big black skull, he didn't seem like wanting to hurt us. I mean, And at this point, Marvel just goes, "How could you say that? He killed he killed so many people. He almost spilled the beans, but yeah, and yeah, he killed so many people. He needs to be put down." And and Hex says, "And yet, all the time you were asking him, and he looked human. He never once fought back. I mean, you're the one who kind of blew up Valentine. It's a good thing she wasn't in it." At this point, Ryan looks around and sees, a torso over here, an arm over here, the helmet over here, a leg over here. Basically, kind of ripped apart.
Wait, sorry. What did you do?
Yeah, Marvel just fired his heat beams, and Jacob moved out of the way, and well, the Valentine armor was on the other side, and it kind of got skewered, sliced in a few places. I tried to stop as fast as I could, Marvel is saying, but
She is not going to be happy about that.
so anyway, I mean, I also think he didn't try to hurt you, because when I was opening the portal through, I mean, I think you were about to be crushed by something. I think the magic force was trying to crush you, and the portal opened basically because I think he opened it. I definitely don't think I opened the portal. I was trying to break through. I think he opened the portal, letting you come through, and unfortunately also drag himself through.
Yeah, I thought that might have been what happened.
Wait, so you're telling me he wasn't attacking you in the room? Marvel asks you.
So, it seems that from what I can tell, the Black Skull and Jacob Maher are two different people.
Wait, what? Like both of them just go, "What? Are you sure?"
Well, it's like the Black Skull is living inside of him.
Oh, okay, and what's the real Jacob Meher like?
From the few moments I talked to him, he seemed like a decently nice guy.
So, okay. Oh, and Marvel is kind of grasping with the realization he probably may have tried to kill a person who was probably a victim in this.
Oh, something else. I saw Mom. I don't know if I should bring that up now, but yeah, that happened.
Wait, you saw Laura? How? What? When? What? How?
Honestly, not sure, but I'm not dead. That's yeah.
Are you sure that wasn't a dream?
At this point, I wouldn't argue against it, but it really didn't feel like one.
And he just looks at Mistress Hex and goes, "Is that possible? Is like her spirit with us somehow?" And she's like, "Okay, look, spirit and all that, I don't actually memorize the entire spell. I have spell book at my place. I can go look it up, but right now I don't have any spell to figure out if, your dead wife's ghost is with us."
Maybe we should leave that for later. We were kind of in the middle of something, weren't we?
And at this point, Nigella kind of lands next to you and turns into her human form and kind of breathes a sigh of relief. "I'm so glad to be out of that place." Oh, Ryan,
So
you're back.
what's going on? Yeah, hi. So what's going on over with the other guys?
They're in this creepy, magical research institute, which is really creepy, and um, it hurts me, and she kind of gets really close to your ears and starts whispering into your ears.
Okay, that's okay.
Okay, and the former Marvel, Raymond and Hex kind of looks at you and stares and kind of sighs, and she basically, speaks into your ear. You know how, earth magic kind of hurts me, makes me feel like I'm drowning. Well, that place is filled with earth magic, and it was really feeling terrible, so I had to leave. There was this really weird tiny dwarf midget person which was pink and super weird looking. It definitely didn't look like alien. I definitely didn't look human. And he's the security officer, and I definitely didn't crush a scientist's leg. I didn't do that. It was an accident.
Wow, okay, that's a lot of information to take in. You know what? Maybe I should just call Valentine, see what's going on.
Okay, that's a good idea. She does say this while whispering into your ears. Like you can feel the moisture into your ears.
Yeah, I mean, she didn't need to stand next to me to do that. I have super hearing, but sure, okay, I'm fine with this.
Okay. Okay. You can call Alice, Valentine, whatever. Yes, your comm
Yeah,
is actually up. Your comm is up. You both your
good.
comms are
Okay,
fine.
yeah. I'll call Valentine then.
Okay.
Okay, if I'm whispering, it's because outside the armor. Okay, don't say anything. Anyway, the armor is going around with Shadowmere being shown by one of their heads of security, is the short pink person. I am outside the armor, inside the restroom, monitoring the situation. This guy seems like is lying to us. Does seem like it seems like when the power strike hit, it ended up. It looks like if something's going down, it's in a separate building from what we are in right now. So I guess that's kind of the situation. First of all, I'm so sorry. Are you
Hold on, excuse me. You're out of your armor right now?
Yeah.
And the situation is potentially very dangerous.
It's probably not an ideal situation. No, probably not ideal. They don't know I'm here outside my armor. So yes. Yeah, that's pretty much where things. Are you okay though?
Right, you know what, right now doesn't matter. I'll be there in a few minutes.
Okay, so
you
here's
can like
here's
you can tell him where the cable line outside is going, and he can like probably follow it from the outside if you want to. Like I would think.
okay.
Yep. Like I would think
Now,
Alice would probably figure that out or something. I don't know.
Okay, probably the best way to play this, if you don't mind, is why don't you land on the building, ask the people there to be shown to Shadowmere and Valentine, meet up. I'll have the armor go to the bathroom again. Nervous habit, we'll say. Get in the armor, and then from there we can either go outside, or if we want to, maybe we can try to convince them that we need to go through these tunnels, because we think the sub basement tunnels probably link the two buildings up.
All right. Oh, one other thing. I guess I'm Marvel now. Yeah, that's a thing, but we'll talk about it later.
Please do me a favor. Tell your dad I'm sorry. When you disappeared, I went to go look for Reynolds because I had no way to reach you, and he was really stressed out, saying that your life was in danger, which I don't know why that was the case, but glad you are okay.
Yeah, he was just overreacting, really.
Well, please tell him I'm sorry. I look up to your father, even if he's not anymore. Oh my god. Wow. Busy day.
Very busy, yes.
It's a casual Sunday. All right, so
Okay.
you stop the call disconnects. At this point, the rain is actually starting to dry up. The sun is coming out, and Hex and Marvel, well, Raymond are both looking at you expectantly. What happened?
Potentially dangerous situation. I'm gonna head over there. Yeah, that's about it. Potentially dangerous.
Wait, how dangerous? Should we call Aegis?
You know what? No, not yet, because that might be a bad idea.
They might get catch, and yeah, that was like Marvel said that, and Hex is like, yeah, yeah, Raymond, what are you thinking? You can't call it Aegis without proof. I mean, besides, if this is this is Harbinger Collective, they'll get wind of it.
Yeah, how about you, Mr. Sachs? How about you take him back, Marvel, back to safety? Elvin Blue can go with you, because magic reasons.
Wait, no.
And
I can't. I mean, you're walking into a magical foundation secret organization thing. You need some spellcaster on your side.
Yeah, but we also need someone who it just might believe more. So if we're not back in maybe like an hour or something, maybe you should call them.
Well, I can set. Well, I can if you give me 5 minutes, I can set up a spell for that.
Yeah. How about you do that? And Elvin Blue can take him back to safety, and I'll head over to the lab to see what's going on.
Okay. Do you tell her about the lightning thingy and the stuff, to where to meet you, and maybe there's a facility and the other stuff that you were told?
No.
All right, sure, totally. Don't tell her. Okay, so she starts, doing the wiggly spell things, and you tell Nigella to take, your father to safety, and Nigella kind of like, she wants to help, but she also kind of doesn't want to get back inside there. So she says, "I'll be fast I'll be back as soon as I can, and I'll be right outside, and just tell me when you need me, and I'll come rushing in." And
Maybe you should check on your friend while you're there as well. Whoever that is, because I haven't met him yet.
Yeah. Wait, where did you take Grannon? And Marvel says, "Well, he didn't seem all right, so I dropped him off at Aegis." And I just like, "You what? We have to go there right now." And she's like, "Okay." And she quickly turns into I don't know what she would turn into. She'd probably turn into like a albatross, or like a falcon or something. And she
probably a peregrine.
Or a peregrine, yeah. And she starts flying. And she's like, and Marvel is like, "Wait, what about me?"
Oh no.
And what do I do? He asks Hex as Ryan takes off towards the institute. And he's like, wait, Ryan, wait 1 second.
Tell him to Uber.
What do you do, Ryan? He's calling you to wait for a second.
Nope, I'm gonna keep going.
Ryan, wait! You're Marvel now! Take my t-shirt! He takes off his t-shirt and, waves it at you. You turn back to
we'll
see...
talk about this later. I'm gonna keep going.
And Hex just looks at you. Man, you are a terrible parent. You know that? And Raymond's... Just do your spell and go help him. And, do you have any idea how do I get back? She's like, you have a phone, don't you? Go to the nearest road, call an Uber. Come on. Don't tell me you think, not having powers, you're, ineffectual. Just do normal stuff. Walk, for a change. You're getting fat.
Wow.
And he's like, I'm not fat, this is abs. And she's like, sure. You keep telling yourself that. Now shush, I'm working. Oh, by the way, you're still paying me for the consultation. It's like, come on, Hex. Hey, a deal's a deal. I do this for a living. Now scoot. Let me do this. And he's like, and he just sighs, puts the he just turns the suit around and puts it on so nobody can tell he's Marvel, takes off the the domino mask and the cape and puts it inside, and starts walking. All right, so we're gonna okay, yeah. Let's go back to the bathroom. What are you doing? Your armor has gone down to the basement. Are you still in the bathroom?
Yes, but I have an idea.
Oh no!
Using my remote connection through my armor, I will play back the video slowly and enlarge to see if, first of all, was there any intervening cameras between myself and the computer terminal we were looked through. Next, to see if I got to see what passwords this guy punched in order to get into the computer terminal.
Okay. All right. So you look through that. It's not a role you would have observed it. You are being observant, and you have the straight up creeping. Okay. So you did not notice the password because it was already logged in.
So
he did.
When the armor left, did it look like it was still logged in?
No, he logged it out. Logged out.
Bastard.
I know. Okay. There is.
I didn't see him log it out, did I?
No, you didn't see him log out, but you do see that it's logged out right now.
Okay.
So it must have happened when the armor was walking back.
Convenient.
Yes. One more thing. You notice that there are cameras, but all of them, one thing you did notice that there aren't actually quite as many cameras in the labs, and in the hallways. There you didn't see any cameras in the hallways. There was no camera footage of the hallways, and in the hallway from the bathroom back towards the security room and the elevator in the middle, there is not a single camera, which in itself is the weird part.
So it means if I were to go to try to add a computer terminal to try to see if I could look at the keys most recently struck using the different little capabilities that my eyeglasses have.
Okay.
Can I perhaps try to figure out?
I'm going to say Alice is. I don't know. Let me why don't you roll a assess? Figure out what happens. Let's do an assess as you're peeking out the bathroom. And oh, nice. All right, yeah. Ask one. Oh, you get to also ask one of your choice.
Okay. Let's see. What could possibly go wrong at sneaking around this place?
Okay, so it's gonna be one from this list and one of your choice. So whatever.
Well, what here can I use to log into that computer terminal?
Oh, you're actually not there yet. You're at the front of the bathroom. You're peeking around
Okay.
to see if there's anyone here, or you're basically assessing the situation.
Okay, then in which case, let's go with what here is the biggest threat?
Okay, and your other question?
Oh, I get two.
Yes.
Right.
The other one can be of your choice or from this list. It's up to you. Like you don't get two, but I'm giving you that extra one. Yeah.
All right. How could we best end this quickly?
This as in what? That's a very vague question. You can be specific.
Well, I mean the end game is to rescue Reynold. Short term is to get around inside this building without getting caught.
Okay. All right. So how can you get to
whichever one you think applies?
Okay. How can you get to the security room without getting spotted by anyone?
Yeah.
Okay. And what here is the biggest threat? Okay. You guess. You're not certain, but you guess, this being a magical research institute, is that they have
wards.
Magical wards, observational wards, which is why there aren't too many cameras. There are some cameras inside the rooms in case the wards fail inside experimental room, because sometimes the wards might dissipate due to the weird magic. So that's why there are cameras, but there are no cameras in the hallways because the wards aren't likely to break down. You suspect this, you're not sure, but you're more than certain that's the situation here. So that's currently your biggest threat, because you're probably going to trip the wards
if I go for the computer.
Yeah, it's possible. Yeah, you can try going for the elevator, going down, following them down if you want to. They went down to the, they're in the basement. They stopped at the basement. They they're in the basement. They're entering the ley line monitoring room right now. It's like a giant room filled with computers and glowing runes and all that jazz. Yeah.
All right. We may as well. I mean, your discretion is the better part of valor.
Okay.
We're gonna hang out inside. We're gonna hang out inside the bathroom for now. I'll be tapped into the armor. I'll start looking for things of note. Be starting to do sensor around there. See if maybe somehow those wards can be picked up on infrared or anything like that.
All right. Totally. That's very cool. Your armor is actually not here. So you can pick up wards, like you can try to do that in the down below, but since when walking out here you weren't actively looking for the infrared and stuff for the wards yet. Oh
yeah, I understand. So I'm in the bathroom for now, but
yep,
I'm having it run active now, and yeah, I didn't before, so I didn't run it before.
Yep. So you know that there are some wards, like from going from the elevator door to the ley line monitoring room, there are no cameras, but there are definitely wards. You can tell that there are very slight concentrations of heat and cold, which is like weird, because there shouldn't be, because that makes no sense. So you suspect there's some sort of magical interference there.
All right, and we'll start annotating where the different.
All right.
And I guess the safe bet is to stay down, monitor, wait for the rest of the cavalry.
All right. Okay. All right. Now we move to Reynold. Reynold, what's up, buddy? What are you
What's up?
doing?
What am I doing?
Yes. No.
I'm asking you.
What is Reynold doing? I don't know what Flux is doing.
Literally sitting around.
Why though? You can try to leave if you want to. You can try to.
Yes.
No,
I'm somewhere in an unknown location, in an unknown facility with an unknown number of enemies.
Yup.
With an unknown amount of
And-
power.
And your friends were coming to look for.
Yes,
So,
and you have your entire faculties with you. You don't have any equipment on you. You don't have your phone. You don't have your earbud thingy, earcom thing. But you do have a computer monitoring your vitals, which may be connected to the internet. You don't know. You can try looking at it, or you can try the door if you want to. But try.
Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna probably just gonna look around and see if there's anything useful for me.
Wait, what did you just say? I don't know what you just said.
Gonna go around the room, search for anything useful for me. Useful to me.
Okay. That is definitely an assess. That is a textbook assess. Roll me this assess. Do it. Oh, you get to ask one from this list and one of your choice, which can also be from this list if you want.
Is there anything unused to me in here?
Is there anything useful to you? Okay. What is your other question, which has to be from this list because you didn't pick that?
Hold on. I'm searching. I guess what here is the biggest threat?
Probably the cameras, because they're observing your every move.
Probably just kind of cover it up. Actually, do I really want to?
That's up to you.
I really don't know if I should. I really don't know if I should really fight against them, or I should just stay around.
Well, I mean, you don't have to fight. You can try the door.
Kind of was,
You don't have to try the door.
yeah. I don't know if just kind of gonna just go down, just kind of fight around.
You're getting metallic and cutting off. You're having a
You don't want
difficult-
that.
it's kind of hard to hear you. Also, I can hear myself through you. Not anymore, but I could. So, okay, what did you say you wanted to do? Because I completely missed that. Your voice went metallic and staticky.
Hello, is it better now?
Probably currently, yes.
Okay, so I don't know if I should really fight my way out of this, or I should actually just sit.
I mean, those are not the only two options. You can just calmly leave the room without fighting. I mean, that's also a thing to do.
No, Annie, I don't trust you.
You don't have to trust me. You have to do what your character thinks is the best course of action. What does Reynold think is the best course of action right now? Reynold is no longer certain that Tyson and
I
Fiona
guess-
are your mother and father.
I guess so.
Do you,
I'll probably just go, look around the room. Yeah,
Uh,
look around the room and for anything useful.
okay, I'm going to let you change that question into what here can I use to blank? What do you want to do?
Why can't I just look around, just kind of grab
This is
everything
not.
that's of use.
This is not a. This is not a point and click adventure game, man. You got to tell me what you want
No,
to do,
screw you.
and I'm
Screw you,
telling.
I can do whatever I want.
Okay. You can't find an answer to that question unless you tell me what you want to do.
Fine. I guess. What here can I use to defend myself?
Dude, you're a freaking minotaur.
Okay, fine. What can I use to? I guess get cover up the cameras. Yes.
Oh, there's some, tarp around. There's some towels nearby. You can use those. There's some tissues. Like it's
Oh.
high, but it's not too high. You can easily jump up and get it because you have strength. You have muscle strength enough to jump up enough to wrap it around. So it's not difficult for you. Or you can just break them. Yeah, that's totally also
You know
valid.
what? I'll just break them. I guess.
Okay, sure. That's not even a threat. You want to break them, you jump up, smash the cameras. Done. It's done.
And I'm probably really screwed right now.
What are you doing right now?
I don't know. I guess.
You just broke
I
the
don't know.
cameras in the room that they're observing you in. Are you sure you don't want to leave? Because
Yeah, you know what? I'm just leaving. Screw
okay.
it. I'm leaving.
As you
Any you gave. I'm
okay,
leaving.
okay, all right. I can hear my voice through you though. Can you maybe try to see if you can move the microphone away from your speaker?
Is better now?
I have no idea. Okay, it's better. Oh, okay, it's better now. I couldn't hear myself. Sorry about that. Sorry about yelling into your thing. Okay. That joke. Okay, you try to open the door. It's locked. Do you break it open? I'm sorry, Noctis. I had to check. The door is locked. Do you break it?
Well, considering that I can't go back by now, yeah, I'm breaking it down.
Okay, you break it down. You come on the outside of a. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! What's happening? I haven't said it yet, so this is not D&D. Besides, anyway. Oh my gosh. Anyway, you open the door and you're in this it's like an observation room. You see next to you is a observation wall. I mean, glass wall thing. But you know for a fact that from the other side it looks like a normal wall. So it's not even like a one-way mirror thing. It literally looks like a wall from the other side. But on this side it looks like a glass window and you can see inside. There's actually nobody here, but you do hear the alarm starts blaring.
Oh, great.
What do you do?
Wait, hold
What
on.
do you do?
Hold on. The observation room, was it a room observing to me into my room?
Yes, it was the glass window. The one-way window wall thing is facing the room you were just in.
Okay, cool.
You don't see anyone here,
And
but that doesn't mean anyone wasn't here before.
any communication devices here, like a
What?
walkie-talkie or something? Any communication devices like a walkie-talkie or something?
Hmm.
Probably an intercom.
There is an intercom. Yeah, there is an intercom. You don't see your comm and your phone, by the way, but you do see the intercom. Yeah, there's an intercom here.
Well, I'm probably not gonna fiddle with that since it's probably just gonna lead them straight to here.
Okay. I mean, there's an alarm blaring, and you're hearing footsteps in the distance. There's another door leading, like, outside from this room, and on the other side, you hear people saying,
Commands.
"He's loose! He's loose! The bull is loose! We need backup!"
Yeah, I don't know if I should be suppressed or should I should suppress them.
Okay, what do you do?
You want? Okay, you want? I'm just gonna prepare. I'm just gonna charge up a plasma ball.
Okay, charge up a plasma ball. Do you open the door or do you wait for them to open it?
Wait and get the element of surprise, I guess. Are there any cameras in this room instead? In this room, just asking.
Yes, there is a camera in this room.
Break that and then quickly charge up a plasma
Okay,
ball.
okay, they hear noises and he's breaking something in there. Quick, get the track guns. And you hear some people
Hold on,
also
a fat
running.
gun? Fat gun?
Tranquilizer gun.
Oh. Yeah, I'm just gonna charge up a plasma ball since they're actually really going to attack.
What are you doing? Right.
Yeah, I'm literally charging a
Okay,
plasma ball and waiting for
so
them to
you're
open.
waiting. All right. Okay. So you hear? Are you listening? I'm sure you're listening. Okay. So you hear some people running back. Okay. We have the thing. We have the tank gun. The tank gun. Should we call Tyson? No. He's going to talk to the boss. Let's just handle this ourselves. Let's put him down for the moment, and then we can talk to him. Okay. And 1, 2, 3. Wait.
Release the ball.
Hey kid. Are you sure you don't want to go back into the stretcher? We really don't want to hurt you if you don't have to. One of them yells. Do you release the ball? The door isn't open yet.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wait. Yeah, I'm just gonna let them charge in themselves.
They just asked you a question. Are you answering or are you?
Yeah, I'm staying silent. I'm staying silent.
Why is he staying silent? Is he going back in? What's he doing? I don't know, man. Wait, what if he's waiting in to ambush us? Oh man, he's a giant minotaur. We won't stand a chance. He could break us. You go in. No, you go in. No, you go in. Okay. We can choose this rationally. Rock, paper, scissors. Okay. And they start playing rock, paper, scissors. And you hear, damn it! You're cheating. You have psychic powers. And he's like,
wait,
grumble,
what?
grumble. And he's like, I don't have psychic powers. This is they are, aren't they? And he opens the door, and he slightly opens the door, like very quietly. Mr. Minotaur, I'm coming in. Please don't hurt me or break my face.
Yeah, I'm releasing it. Screw it.
The door, like you shoot the plasma ball from your horns. It hits the door, explodes it off its hinges, and just sends the people that was sneaking through and another people who were standing behind just like hitting the other side of the wall and getting smashed by the door itself and kind of it's like, whoa, shoot him, man. And immediately they start firing tranquilizers at you. Take a powerful blow.
Shit.
Or you can try to dodge out of the way if you want to. Like, you can unleash your powers to dodge out of the way. That's totally fine.
Yeah.
Right?
What I really want to do is I will grab somebody, at least a conscious one, and then dodge out of the way.
Okay, that's also an unleash
I
your
want to
power.
do that.
That's also an unleash your power. So do that. You want to dodge out of the way while grabbing somebody. Okay, that is an unleash. That's not a direct.
Somebody conscious, not like the guy behind the doors. Probably just squished pieces.
Okay, what do you want to do here?
Grab somebody and then dodge out of the way, back into the room.
Okay, what do you? Oh, okay. Who are you attacking? Like, you see, like
So the closest person to me. The closest person.
Two people with a gun. The closest to you has a stun baton. It's arcing electricity. So, do you want to grab him?
Yep.
Okay.
Preferably not in a way that he can actually hit me.
It's still directly engaged because it's a threat.
Darn. So directly engage and then unleash my powers to dodge.
Let's do the directly engage first, and then we'll see what happens. I can hear myself through
Dark.
your microphone again.
Oh!
Oh my gosh. Um. um. Do you want to? Do you want to? You can take team if you want to. You can spend
Yes,
team.
please,
Okay, so
please.
how does that work is if you use team selfishly, you say how your actions ignore or insult your teammates, remove one team from the pool, and shift one label up, one label down. So you can shift danger up and another label down to get this to be not a miss. You can't
Problem is I max out on danger.
you can't
There's
change that
no
ever.
point.
That means you
There's
cannot
no point.
you can't take the need. You can't take it. You can't take the team to do that.
Darn.
Yeah.
Oh, rip.
Well,
Rip.
you get potential. Yay, potential! It's so great. It makes you be better. Also, the guy, you reach out for the guy, but he saw what happened to his friends. He is scared. He like like you reach out from him and he swats at your hand with his electric baton.
Take a powerful blow.
If you want to like dodge out of the way of that, you can unleash. If you don't want to dodge, you can take a powerful blow. That's up to you.
I mean, my plan is to actually grab him
Okay.
and probably get him to Ernie, not Ernie. Probably just get. Blah, get him back.
Okay. So here's the thing: you can unleash your powers. Like it would be an unleash move. Basically, move your hand in a way so as to swat the baton off his hand, so he is unarmed, no longer a threat to you, and you can grab him. That would still be an unleash, but you can do that if you
Yeah,
succeed.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that.
Totally. Yeah, totally.
Eh,
Unleash it. Unleash yourself. Oh
No,
my god. Okay. On a 7 to 9, mark a condition or the GM will tell you how the effect is unstable or temporary. If you mark a condition, it will be permanent. If you don't mark a condition, it is unstable or temporary. What are you doing?
wait, permanent? How?
Well, it's not permanent. Like you get to do what you want to do.
Oh, it's a micro condition.
Like if you mark a condition, it's basically you roll the 10. So you do it. You do what you want to do. You do it.
How will be unstable temporary?
That's for me to decide.
Yeah, no, I'm not trusting Annie.
Okay. I'm sad that you don't trust me.
I'm taking
Insecure. I'm not like. Does that apply here? I'm not sure.
I'll grab angry, I guess. I'll grab angry.
That definitely makes sense if it applies. All right, okay, sure. You grab the guy, you hold him in a like a human shield, I guess, and like yeah, and which is also a good thing because you manage to grab him just in time while his friends are shooting the tracks, and like the tracks both hit him, and he's like, "Wait, don't! Ow! Oh, not me, you idiot!" And he passes out.
Shit. Damn it, that was not my plan. I was planning to grab one and threaten him for direction.
Okay,
Well, I'm
like
sure-
you still have him as a human shield, and you can ask the others for directions if you want.
Yeah, I'm throwing this guy to you.
Oh, okay, you can throw the you are throwing this guy to the other guy?
Yep.
Yep, okay, one of the other guys. Alright, that's another directly engage. Oh
No!
my god! Why does it feel like you're going to need the moment of truth again? Why does it feel like that?
No, I'm saving it.
Okay, like sure. You throw it. He just like the guy just dodges and he just hits the wall and lands onto his friends who were underneath the door that went through. So now there are 2 people in front of you. There were 5 total. both of them have tranquilizer guns, and they're quickly trying to reload their trank guns because you need to reload a trank gun. It's not automatic.
No, it's
What do you do? What do you do?
I'm grabbing one guy.
Okay,
Well, I'm grabbing both for safety.
you're grabbing both. Okay, that is also an unleash because grabbing one wouldn't have been, but grabbing two is definitely an unleash.
Why?
What? This is the greatest. Congratulations, man. You have another advancement. Are you happy? You should be happy. Oh, man. This is going so well. I love this. It's going so well. You try to grab a
No,
guy.
I'm gonna take an investment right now.
Okay,
Just
what?
before everything.
No.
Okay, hold on.
This move will happen, and then you can take your advancement. You can trigger it after this move because if this move doesn't happen, you don't have the advancement. So
Okay then.
you can get the advancement right now, but you can only use it after this move finishes. So what happens is, you try to reach out for one guy, and the other guy bashes at you next to your head. It's not a powerful
Ow.
blow because it's it's not a electric stun baton. It's just the backside of it's just the butt of a gun. So, by a normal person. So it doesn't really hurt you quite as much because you're tough. So you don't even need to take a powerful blow for that. But
Thank you,
what
please.
advancement do you take?
Oh well, I guess there was no point to that. But I guess
Like, what would you plan to take?
blah.
What would have helped you?
Take an adult move. What's that?
The adult moves are on the left side of the basic moves PDF. There are 5 adult moves, and you can take.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Sounds
So how do
wrong.
I use this? How do I do this?
Like, what do you want to do? Tell me what you want to do. Like,
Oh, so it's
so like
it's
basically
an
like
immediate
choose like there are 5 adult moves. You can go through them and see whatever fits with what you want to want your character to be, I guess, and pick that, and then it just becomes one of your moves, and you can use that anytime.
Oh, so it's kind of like an upgraded basic move. A basic active move.
Yeah. Kind of an upgraded basic moves. Yeah. So one for each of your labels. There's danger, freak, superior, savior, mundane.
Yeah, I'm just gonna use get wield my powers.
Wield your powers. Okay. Wield your powers. Oh, that is good. Okay. Let me actually write that down because I'm gonna forget otherwise. Okay. Take an adult move. Wield your powers. Okay. So, tell me what you want to do.
Probably not right now, but I guess.
Okay. Now, I mean, it's still what do you do? What do you do? Like, you've been
So
bashed
yeah.
back by the one of the guys. He hasn't reloaded his gun, but the other one is like almost done reloading and is raising their gun to hit you. You're in melee range, so what do you do?
I am gonna use the move. Hold on.
No, I mean,
I can't believe I'm actually using this. Sorry.
tell me what
This
you
move.
want to do. Tell me what you want to do.
I am gonna use you've got a hit you don't need, and I'm gonna provoke them using danger.
You've got to hit when you provoke someone with obvious threats and shows of force. Roll plus danger instead of superior. Oh, what are you doing? Trying to provoke them. What do you want to provoke them? Like how? Like what do you want them to do?
Listen up here. Listen up here. I will bash your heads in if you don't give me this straight. Where is the nearest exit right now? Tell me honestly, or I'll come back and we'll make sure you never can't even feel anything anymore.
Oh, that's terrifying. Yeah, that's definitely terrifying. Okay, yeah, roll plus danger because that's your thing now. That is an obvious force. Okay.
I can't believe I'm actually using this move.
I
Wow.
I know, right? On a 7 to 9, they can instead choose one. Stumble, take +1 forward, air, gain critical opportunity, or overreact, gain influence. He's gonna air. He's like, whoa, please don't hurt me. It's that way, it's that way. Kind of freaks out. He drops the gun. That's your critical opportunity. The guy who has reloaded the tranquilizer has dropped his gun. The other guy who bashed you in the head hasn't dropped his gun, but it's also not reloaded. You have, like, there's nobody stopping you from running right now.
Cool. Thanks. And I run the way that they showed.
Okay.
Oh, and by the way, Ernie,
Yeah,
have
go on.
any key cards I need? Do you have any key cards?
You see there's a key card, like there's a ID key card badge sort of on his, like, on a, attached to his pocket, those lapel things. I don't know what you call them, those things.
Yeah, I'm ripping it out from his shirt.
Well,
Cool. I'm taking
well,
this.
yeah, you basically rip his pocket, and it's like, no, this was my favorite work shirt. No.
Yoink.
And do you start running?
Yes.
Okay. You start running. There's a door on the other side of it's like not a too big a corridor. It's like what 7-8 meters. It's not too big. At the end, you see another door. You open the door, and this is actually
There's a lot of guards. There's a lot of guards there, isn't it?
There's
Aren't
no,
there?
no, no. There's not a lot of guards here. Then not at all. Not at all. You open into a sort of a large room, and you come face to face with some friendly fellow. And yeah, I'm just gonna show it to you. I'm not showing it to anyone else. So yeah.
Wait, who's that guy? I don't remember.
Do you see the blue?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay,
I don't remember the
does
guy.
anyone else see it? I don't know if anyone else sees it. Alright, cool. Alright. Okay, so yes, this guy, like, you kind of crash into his back. He was like turning around, and you kind of crash into his back. The first thing you feel is that it's very, very cold. Like crashing into an iceberg. He's also tough, by the way. And this is where we're gonna leave the scene.
Damn it! I was gonna say I'm literally gonna ignore him and just gonna go my own way.
Okay. Let's go back to, well, you know what? Let's actually call up the session here. I think we've had enough. I think this is a pretty good time to end. Like, Alice is trying to figure out what's happening while she's waiting in the bathroom. Yeah, she's probably also doing her business, because waiting in the bathroom often makes you want to, let's just do it. I'm right here. Come on. Okay.
Really?
Yes. I don't know, man. I'm weird. Ignore me.
Okay, I've got a dumb question. I mean, from being downrange from those terminals, do we hear any alarms going off?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Just thinking if alarms are going off, then that people might be scrambling around. I might actually be stupid enough to try to sneak out and go it without friends and armor.
You don't hear any alarms on your floor, nor on the basement where your armor and Shadowmere and the Jerry Morgan guy is. Jerry
Okay.
Morgan. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Then I'll probably wait for the cavalry.
Yeah. Okay. Basically, to sum up the ending, we see Ryan heading back towards the institute and coming close to it and landing on the roof. We'll catch up there next session. We see Hex finish doing the spell and then looks at the parts of the Valentine armor, and she's like, as always, I have to pick up the trash. And she starts, like moving those armor pieces in a corner, and so nobody like there's nobody here, but just putting them, like piling them up in a corner. And we see Raymond, or Marvel, or former Marvel, Ryan's father, walking down the road towards the road that he can see through the hinterlands, towards a like a it's a narrow road, but it's it's a navigable road. And it's like a hiking trail, and he's heading towards the road so he can call for an Uber or something. And we also see Nigella as a falcon flying through the sky over Halcyon, heading towards Aegis Island. And last but not least, we see Jake kind of freaking the hell out and biting his own nails, basically, and eating a lot of beer. Not sure that's a good combination, but he's doing it in the Sunday afternoon. Yeah, and that's where we leave off this session. So, alright, so let's do the end of session. Move things. Alright, so Reynold, I'm gonna guess you grew into your own image of yourself, but it's up to you.
I don't even get anything from it, right?
Yeah, I don't
Don't
I
even
don't
get.
think anything else really applies, really. Yeah, I think growing into your own image of yourself is probably.
What will I get from putting an image into myself?
Yep. Well, explain how you see yourself and why. I don't know. I guess you have uncovered some memories of the person you once used to be, but you're not actually sure if these people claiming to be your parents are your parents or something else. So I guess you
Can I
see.
not do anything? Can I not do anything?
What do you mean? What do you want to do?
Like I just don't shift my labels, just leave it as that.
I guess if you like, yeah. I mean, I guess that also makes sense. Yeah, I guess that also makes sense if you don't want to shift
Or,
your labels.
I hate to say it, he could grow away from the team since he wasn't with us.
Yeah, that also makes sense. That also makes sense. I guess. Do you feel?
Nah.
Do you feel?
Nah.
All right. Okay. Sure. You don't do anything. Sure. Ryan.
Well, I didn't interact with the team at all except for Nigella technically, but she's not here, so it wouldn't
You
be fair
became
to
Marvel.
do anything with her. Yeah, there's that, but like,
You do yourself kind of questioning, like, whether you want to take down Black Skull more than you want to rescue Jacob Meher. I guess I don't know. I don't know if you would question that. I don't know. You can also
yeah,
feel
well,
detached, I guess.
It really feels like he doesn't want to be the Black Skull, so I don't know. We'll see.
All right. So does that mean you're growing into your own image of yourself?
That's really the only thing I can do that would make sense right now.
All right. So if you want to shift a label, you can, or you can choose not to. That's up to you.
Well, if I can choose not to, actually, that would make more sense because I didn't do anything.
I don't think you. Well, I mean, you can argue that you're trying to raise Savior, and that you can't do that. So I guess that'll fizzle out. So I guess you can argue that you feel like you want to save people. So I guess that makes sense. Yeah. Okay. You can. It's kind of a cheatish way to not shift a label, but yeah, I suppose that should be allowed. That you can also choose not to do that. All right.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, I didn't do anything. I didn't. I had a conversation with people,
Honestly,
and that's about it.
I mean, I guess the end of session is really not applying, honestly, unless I mean, unless Alice wants to do something, because so far nobody has done anything.
Well, I mean, I at least talked to Ryan, and he him knowing me knowing he's coming helps me feel reassured. So I would say that I grew closer to the team and Ryan.
Oh,
It,
that
you
does
might say
make
it's
sense.
a little cheesy of an argument, but
I mean, it does make sense. Like he did disappear, and you feel bad that it was because of you accidentally, but it was because of you, and he's fine now, and he's coming to you.
it's always because of me.
Yes. All right. So yeah, give influence to him who already has influence over you. So hey, Ryan, you get to shift. I mean, sorry. Alice's labels. Yay!
Did I lose influence over her
I don't think
last time?
you can
No.
ever lose influence.
No. I lost influence over Dad.
Right. I lost influence over. So, Nigella. She. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Yeah. Are there any labels I'm not allowed to move?
superior.
Yeah, Superior's locked, and there is one label that's at max. Well, one at max and two at minimum. Because I tend to be kind of
Extreme?
weighted.
I mean, you're teenagers. Come on. It's kind of the norm. Right. Okay. So
Can danger go up and mundane go down?
Danger can go up, mundane can go down. And I gotta pause real quick.
all right. So that happens because that's really no way. Like she can't actually refuse that. So all right. Okay. And you're pausing and clear a condition or mark potential. I guess you have no condition, so you mark potential. Yay! All right. Okay. So let's wait until Alex comes back and we can do the thingy. Sorry, the session was kind of like all over the place because yeah, one of us was absent and it was kind of cheesy.
Well, I'm at least happier because I actually got to do something.
Yes, you did do something. Like you wanted to stay back. Come on, man. You wanted to not do anything after complaining a whole session of not doing anything. You get the chance to do something and didn't want to do anything, and we had to egg you into doing something. Teenagers, am I right?
So about this adult move thing, is it basically just an upgraded move? Does it really
I mean
replace my basic?
it's a thing you have. It doesn't replace anything. You just have this. You can still
So
like
it's just,
it's you're wielding your powers, but you can still like it's a freak roll, right? But you can still unleash your powers because there are different conditions. Like when you wield your powers with precision or grace, that's wield your powers. When you unleash your powers to overcome an obstacle, reshape your environment, or extend your senses, that's unleash. You can generally argue like they're both the same, but you can also choose to trigger one or the other.
okay, interesting.
I,
So basically, it's kind of like, I kind of just, let's say I'm a Nova, and I kind of just wield my powers so that I can cut this metal down into fine.
like it's a very specific example, man. Like for you, you can like will like basically you can wield your power with precision or grace. Like think about it. When you unleashed your powers, like even if you rolled badly, if you rolled badly, it was unstable or temporary, or you had to mark a condition. And like in wield your powers, like on a hit you choose one, so there's no actual downside as long as you do good, as long as you hit. Whereas in unleash, even if you rolled a hit, there was a downside unless you got a 10 plus. So it's better, but wait, what are you doing? Yeah. You change danger up and mundane down, and you also got a potential. So yay, because you didn't have a condition, so you can't clear a condition.
Yes. Which actually gives me another advancement.
Wait, what? No, you have 3 potential.
No, I had 3 potential, then I failed one of the first rolls I had,
Okay.
and then I just got another one from this. I failed a freak roll because I had to
wait.
I had to do an
Let me check. Freak roll miss. Okay, there's a freak miss. Okay, and okay. So you only missed 1 roll, right? Today?
correct, and
And-
then I got one more just because I couldn't
Okay, yeah.
lose a
At
condition.
the start, like when I loaded up the Excel sheet today, you had 2 potential marked.
I had 3 on my checklist, and I've
Okay.
been pretty good about maintaining.
All right. So if you had 3, then you'd get 4 and 5. But okay. You know what? I'm just gonna blarg because like it's phase 3 and one of you has like so many adult moves. Well, it's not so many, but so many things. So you know what? Sure, you got it. I'm just not even gonna blarg anymore. Right. So if you have a move you want to get, you can do it right now, I guess.
I'll tell you what. I'll talk to you about it over the course of the week.
All right, sure.
and
Keep in mind that you have taken 5 moves, so you can now take from the bottom side, or you can take from the top side. That's also allowed.
Okay. And then I am going to apologize, but I'm going to be out of town next week.
Okay. All right. We'll figure. Well, there's nothing to figure out, I guess. All right.
Sorry.
That actually reminds me. My schedule changed at work.
Oh my gosh.
So good or bad?
Bad. I'm back to 4 in the morning to 1 p.m.
Okay.
But good. I will have Saturdays off most of the time.
Okay.
Oh, good.
It like if there's an emergency, they might have to call me on Saturdays, but for the most part, I have Saturdays off.
Okay. So it's
Good.
bad, but it's like conditionally bad.
Yeah.
All right.
It's bad, annoying, but not bad, horrible.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's basically. Well, I mean, we're like pretty close. I mean, come on, like you're closing into Harbinger, and yeah, I think like you can pretty much realize that you're closing into Harbinger, and pretty much next session is gonna be a pretty intensive battle. So we're probably gonna postpone next Saturday because you won't be here, because I want the entire group to be here for a battle scene because it's gonna be pretty good. I hope it won't be horrible.
All right. Okay. Well, thank you.
All right.
And yeah, sorry if my annoying work was getting in the way on occasion.
Not really. I mean, yeah, not really. I would say, yeah. I mean, honestly, I would say like Janine randomly not showing up is kind of more concerning. But yeah,
I hope she's okay.
I hope she's
Why
not
don't we?
drowning.
Did we send her a message just saying "Hope you're okay" or something like that?
I just asked, is everything all right? But I'll send them another message. Anyway, I guess I'll call
Okay.
off the session. Anyway, thank you everyone for tuning into this session. We are definitely starting up phase 3 with getting close to an action-packed episode. So join in next time, which is probably going to be not the week after, but the week after. I can't speak. I can't speak. Anyway, tune in next time on Masks, Halcyon, Australia, the Gauntlet, wherein our heroes hopefully meet up back together. Hopefully, like fight the forces of evil, and hopefully, find what kind of evil organization hires, security guards who play the rock paper scissors to figure out who breaches a door. I mean, what's up with that? Right? Yeah. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. See you later.